Welcome to all. Today we'll talk about pair of sets for integers. Okay. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Well-defined means we will be able to identify whether the element is there in set or not. See, counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, so on. Okay. We can represent set with a capital letter W. It contains counting numbers 1, 2, 3, so on. Okay. If you take any element, we can say whether it belongs to that set or not. Counting number 1, yes, it belongs to whole numbers. If you take any negative number, it does not belongs to whole numbers. Clearly we will be able to identify whether element belongs to the set or not. So it is well defined. It can be considered as a set. Next will come about integers. See, integers not only contains the counting numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on, it also contains negative natural numbers or negative counting numbers -1, -2, -3 and so on. Okay. Positive natural numbers, negative natural numbers together with 0 will form integers. Okay, if we say positive integers, then we have to take the positive natural numbers like 1, 2, 3, so on. If I say negative natural numbers, I have to Z minus, then I have to take negative natural numbers like -1, -2, -3 and so on. So 0 I can't take in positive integer or negative integers because it is neither negative nor positive. Okay, so 0 I cannot take. If I say non-negative integers, see, sets means we told we can represent with capital letters. It contains what and all elements it will contain. It contains not only positive integers 1, 2, 3, they are all non-negative. No, non-negative means 0 will also come here. Similarly, non-positive, if you say non-positive integers, okay, we'll denote with B. It not only contains negative natural numbers, it also includes 0. Okay, this sets be represented. Next we'll see the Venn diagram. See. Okay, pair of sets means 3 possibilities are there. One is contained in the other. Another is non-overlapping. Another possibility is there, overlapping sets. See, we can represent integers in all 3 ways. Okay, we'll see how. First here, whole numbers I will take. 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, and see, this integers not only contain counting numbers, it will also contain negative natural numbers. This I can write in this ring part. See, why I am doing like that I will tell you. Here see, if you take any whole number 2 or any whole number, it also belongs to integers. You can say all whole numbers are integers, but reverse it is not possible. See, you can't say all integers are whole numbers. Why? Because you are having negative natural numbers which are there in integers alone, but they are not there in the whole numbers. So I wrote like this. I represented using this Venn diagram. Here see, in sets concept we will discuss is subset of. We can write like this. All whole numbers are subset of all integers. This symbol denotes is subset 2. Okay, whole numbers are subset of integers. If whole numbers are subset of integers, you can't say that integers are subset of whole numbers. Why? Means just now we told all whole numbers are integers, but all integers are not whole numbers. If it contains one element, Z contains one element which is not there in whole numbers, then we can't say it is not subset, we have to say. Okay. Next we'll come to non-overlapping. Here we'll use this positive integers and negative integers. See, positive integers, if you say what and all elements are present, 1, 2, 3, so on. Okay. Negative integers, if you say what and all elements are there in negative integers, -1, -2, -3, so on. Okay. If I say 0, I can't take in positive integer, I can't take in negative integer, somewhere you have to write outside. Now this also will form set of integers, isn't it? Here also a set of integers are formed. Here also set of integers are formed. Here see, we have joined. If you join, no, we can write like this. We can use this symbol. Union will say. That means element will be there in first set and second set also. Either in A, either in first set or either in second set like that. It not only contain positive integers, negative integers, you have to include 0 also. Then only set of integers are formed here. And if you want any common elements means we have to use this symbol. This is union, see. We'll discuss more about this in sets. This is intersection. Intersection means the element will be there in first set and second set also. There are word you have used. Okay, here and. Okay, here any common elements are there in positive integers and negative integers? No. No elements are common. They are also called disjoint sets. Non-overlapping sets or disjoint sets. If there is no common elements, we can say them as disjoint sets. Okay. Now we represent integers using overlapping sets also. Here see, I will take non-negative integers or non-positive integers. In both of them, common element is there, you observe. So that common element I can take here. This part will represent intersection, see. This set I denoted with A, this set I denoted with B. Non-negative integers means 0, 0 I already wrote. Other elements are 1, 2, 3, so on. Non-positive integers means 0, 0 I already wrote. -1, -2, -3, so on. Okay. If you take A union B, union means either in A or in B or A and B. So all elements if you take, then set of integers are formed. Next see, if you take common elements, any common element is there? Yes, we are having 0 as common element. So they are overlapping sets. So pair of sets, what are the three possibilities? Subset, that means one is contained in the other. Another is non-overlapping sets. The third one is overlapping sets. Okay, we represented integers in all three different ways. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.